back in December near Nashville. This one's going to be in Oklahoma City. And there is some things to do and see in Oklahoma City. And then we've got a couple of stops to make on the way there. We like doing that, you know. And on the way back, we'll be stopping in Tulsa. There's a few things we want to check there. We're going to be close to a week away from home. So this is kind of being considered one of our long trips for the year. We do have another planned later in the summer. We're not going to tell you about that one just yet. But we're about to get to our first stop. We're just a few minutes out, so I'm going to switch this off and we'll see you at our first stop. It's the Double Deuce. This is the Roadhouse in Jasper, Missouri. The movie Roadhouse, is an 80s movie, late 80s I think. 80s movie with Patrick Swayze called Roadhouse was fictionally based in Jasper, Missouri. And this is the little town of Jasper. There's not a whole lot in Jasper. It's a really tiny little town. This is fairly new. It's basically a convenience store, but they do serve food and stuff in there, and I do believe that the food is kind of Roadhouse themed. So I think, you know, you
get a Dalton burger.
Yeah, like a Dalton burger or something like that. Yeah. And for you ladies, that movie also, yes, had Sam Elliott in it. The sexy Sam Elliott. And I just think this is cool. It's nice that they play on it, on the whole movie theme. As far as I know, that's the only thing in Jasper that is actually themed from the movie. The movie was not filmed here. It's just fictionally based on this small town, which I think is kind of cool. We're about 3 miles out from our destination, our second destination, not our main destination. And I'm going to give you a little backstory on this place. We are actually visiting Picher, Oklahoma. Picher is basically a non-existent town. It's a ghost town. And I'm going to tell you why, and then we're going to show you the town. Picher was a former city in Ottawa County in northeastern Oklahoma. It was a major national center of lead and zinc mining for more than 100 years in the heart of the Tri-State Mining District. It's basically right on the border of Kansas and Oklahoma. As you can see, we're passing the state signs there. Years of decades of unrestricted subsurface excavation led to dangerous undermining of most of the town's buildings. It left 1,000 feet. It left giant piles of toxic metal contaminated mine tailings, and there was discovery of cave-in risks, groundwater contamination, and tons of health effects that were associated with the chat piles. And in 1983, it resulted in the site, the entire town, being included in the Tar Creek Superfund site by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency. And in 1994, there was a study found that 34% of children in Picher suffered from lead poisoning due to these environmental effects. Most of the town left, I believe, because of that Tri-State Superfund. Supposedly the government bought some out. Oh yeah, there you go. There is still people in this area. There are actually people that work in this area, and there are still a few people that live in this area. By September of 2009, the state of Oklahoma officially disincorporated the city of Picher and ceased official operations on that day. Population plummeted from 1,640 in the 2000 census to 20 in the 2010 census. Like I said, there are still a few people, from what we understand, that live here, but the majority of the town is abandoned. There are roads that you can still go down, but if you notice a lot of this is fenced off. The chat piles, there we go. There's the chat piles. And I would imagine they're still poisonous.
They are.
And I don't really quite see, we're not getting out, just so you know. Don't really quite see how this doesn't like blow into nearby towns. I mean, Baxter Springs is like 8 miles from here. So how does that not just blow on into their town and cause problems there? The chat piles are just, they're everywhere. It's crazy. In 2006, the Army Corps of Engineers study showed that 86% of Picher's buildings, including the town school, were badly undermined and were subject to collapsing at any time. Then in 2008, 150 homes were destroyed by an EF4 tornado, and that caused some more people to leave town. And as I stated, by the 2010 census, only like 20 people were left. And I think there's only literally a count on one hand of people still living here. They like refused to give up their home. There is a whole bunch of homes. It's really pretty eerie to just see them sitting there like that. All damaged and abandoned. Just think there was happy little families living there. And we're noticing all these dump trucks carrying out probably piles of chat. I don't know where they're taking it. It's kind of weird. If you look in our rearview mirror, you can see there's a truck back there. They've been following us for a little bit, and we're not sure why. I mean, we're on a road that's we're allowed to be on. There is actually people living in some houses over here on this side. It's all on this side that's like fenced off. So you keep out. You can't go in some of that. But we weren't trying to. It's just strange because we thought he was going to go like to that gravel yard or whatever it is they're doing back there. And
well, I'm going to turn at this intersection here. Let's see
if he comes with us. We were kind of afraid maybe he was trying to chase us out. I mean, it does seem like it's like only workers back here, but there's people living up here. There's a house down there. He went on. Whew. That was kind of freaky. Like, that's shut off over there. Is that across the highway though?
Yeah.
I can't really tell. So there's a foundation that's a vehicle or a house missing, a vehicle missing. And there's one of the roads. That looked like another road, didn't it? They're just so overgrown. Of course, it's been almost 20 years now.
There you go.
Oh, there's one. Wow. It's kind of weird to see all those empty or overgrown whatever. It's weird to see nature taken back over. Slow down, babe. Let's see what this is. There's a big road.
Yeah, and that's like a
into the chat pile.
Yep.
And then there was a little road over here that's all overgrown. You can see when you cross the highway there, they've closed that completely off over there. And I think they have all the way down. I don't think you can get through on that side at all. Except for one spot back up there, I think you can kind of still go
looks
down.
Like there's some really big chat piles.
Yeah.
So when you can see the semi sitting down there, they're hauling something out of there. I mean, I'm assuming it's that chat, but I don't know what they're doing with it.
There's some more road. House. So there, I am not getting out, but if you can pull up kind of closer, babe, we can show them. So they were their school thing was the gorillas, and there's some town information. Picher Garden Schools from 1917 to 2009. That's about all I can read from here. Sorry, I'm not getting out. I don't want all that poison dust on my feet.
1A football state champs, 1984.
That's cool. So kind of a little memorial, I guess, to the school and the town. Dang, that house is covered by trees. Here's the other side of all those houses. And there's another road. Wow. Big old roots to whatever that was, I guess, big tree. Good bell. There to the trap pile, and then that one goes probably back through to that road that we came up on the other side.
This one might end.
Yep, I think so. Oh, see, we used to be a road there, it looked like. Not sure what that was. Yeah, there's something falling over the road. That is just creepy, interestingly weird. I don't know what it is about things like that, like the modern towns that are evacuated or people just leave, that it just feels creepier than I think like Old West stuff. Side view of all the houses here. There used to be houses all along on this side too, because we could see old driveways. We're not gonna go try to explore any on this opposite side of the highway, because as we were coming back around, a marshal came down the road and was kind of driving pretty slow past us. We don't know, we're kind of wondering if whoever was in that truck that we thought was maybe following us might have called it in that we were roaming around. So we just don't know. We're leaving. It's fine. I didn't want to spend a whole lot of time here because, well, obvious reasons. And I think we pretty much saw what we wanted or needed to see. It's quite an interesting story. It's kind of a sad story, actually. Just show you a little bit as we head on out of town. So many chat piles.
That looks like actual gravel.
Yeah, I think that's a gravel pit or something. Well, we'll hope so anyway. interesting, isn't it?
Very.
And now we're going to head on into Oklahoma City. I don't think we have any more stops. If we do, then you'll see us before then. If not, we'll see you in Oklahoma City. We are here. We're actually in Midwest. Is it Midwest City?
Yeah, it's right next to Tinker Air Force Base.
Right next to Tinker Air Force Base. Yes, Midwest City. And we are staying in an Airbnb. This is a nice little Airbnb. Puppies are allowed. So Crowley is playing. Has a little fenced backyard. In there is washer and dryer. On the other side of that is a garage, and we are able to use it. And the Jeep fits. Barely, but it fits. The storage closet. There's an iron and stuff. Of course, I got all my goods out all over the counter here. Nice little bathroom shower area. Very, very big bed. It is only a 1-bedroom. They do have a rollaway bed in the garage. Love the big old closets. This is a really nice little Airbnb. We're going to be here the entire time we're in Oklahoma City. So 5 days. Yeah. Full kitchen. Little, but it's full. I mean, it's as big as mine at home probably. Maybe bigger. Coffee, little coffee bar. Really nice huge fridge. And real quick, I'll show you the outdoors. Well, if I can get the door opened. So there's the little fenced yard, and it only just goes a little bit over here off to the side. This is actually, I guess you'd call it a triplex. That wall is a neighbor, and then there's a wall similar on the back side of this little section here that we share with another neighbor. But I haven't heard any noise from any of them. It's a pretty quiet little area. We are going to rest for the evening. We're going to have some pasta tonight, and then we're going to be up bright and early, take care of Crowley, hang out for a bit, and then we're going to head out into Oklahoma City and do some of the sites there. Registration for the Supernatural Convention is tomorrow evening. We'll show probably as much of the Supernatural Convention as I can or think to, but I'm more going to concentrate on enjoying it this time than trying to film it. But I'm sure I'll show some of it at some point. But yeah, I think we're going to like this little place. So I think this is going to be the end of this video, and we thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.